Salutations, scarred soldiers. Automatic here for Automatic Games. Thanks for joining me for Season 1, Episode 6 of my XCOM 2 series. In our previous installment, Alpha Squad welcomed a new recruit and incurred a casualty in combat. We found new, unique weapons in the field, and Advent brought down the hammer on a resistance cell. But we responded and repelled Advent forces. As for this episode, we don't really have anything slated. Bravo Squad is on deck to respond to any situation that arises.
Now that we've finally got this place up and running, we should be able to access some of these dormant alien systems. Let's see if you two can play nice. What the?
Shen, getting some kind of interference up here. Seems to be hitting us across the board.
Working on it.
Something triggered your remote uplink. But how is that possible? No one knows these systems.
Shen, power readings just spiked. What the hell is going on down there?
Dad? As in Raymond Shen Dad?
Commander, I'm too old to start believing in ghosts, which means someone had to access that unit remotely. If they can access Rover, there's no telling what else they might be able to do. I strongly suggest we make investigating that signal our top priority.
Top priority, right. Yeah, of course Raymond Shen Dad. What, did she have multiple fathers?
Looks like Shen was able to confirm the signal's origin. Inputting the coordinates on the map now.
Well, I want to finish scanning for that, distress beacon in northeast Canada. And there's only 2 more days on that, so yeah, we're gonna set course for that. Finish that scan, and then we will investigate this mysterious signal. I mean, we've already been scanning here. I want to get it knocked out.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
Alright, put it on screen.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
Okay, so now there's a supply drop out there too, and we do need supplies. Meanwhile, Advent has 2 ongoing projects. One that raises the, or extends the detection range of their soldiers in the field. That's bad. And they have a UFO hunting force, or they will. Yeah, those are both bad. Now stop telling me about those supplies. I want them, okay? Alright, so, we just picked up Dr. Leah Jackson. Oh, hey. I wonder if she's any relation to, Mark Jackson. Because that'll earn us brownie points, right?
Avenger plotting.
I mean, he's already on our side, but maybe he'll score more hits knowing that his long-lost relative has been found. Maybe. Maybe not.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
Okay, let's talk, Dr. Ty. Yeah, okay, Resistance Radio, great. As for your next project, Faceless Autopsy sounds good.
I'm at a loss for words to describe the difficulties we have had in attempting to handle this creature, affectionately known as the Faceless, to our troops. The nebulous form of its physical structure, including a pliable, semi-solid outer layer, seems to be slowly degrading now that the creature has expired. There is also a pungent odor that only seems to grow stronger as time passes.
Ty sounds disgusted, but I find these things absolutely irresistible.
Although I had realistic expectations as to the limited resources and facilities available to me on board the Avenger, I have to say, it's taken some getting used to.
even with the ship's dampening field. Frequent turbulence and the occasional evasive maneuver make it difficult to conduct experiments of any notable sensitivity. I may have to adapt my research techniques to maintain efficiency under these conditions.
Yeah, you're gonna have to adapt, buddy. It's the only lab you're gonna get.
We can now construct radio relays in any region where we've made contact with the local resistance.
Yeah, well, we are not flying back to Resistance headquarters. I already feel bad enough prioritizing, you know, the supply drop and the distress beacon over this signal, so we're gonna set course to this signal and scan for Dr. Shen, unless, of course, something else crops up. Which would suck for Lily.
I have a priority message coming through. It looks like an encoded signal from the Resistance. Patching it through to your quarters now.
Let's see.
Hello, Commander. It would seem your recent activities have gotten Advent's attention. Our unwelcome guests are on the move. Advent has been diverting considerable resources and personnel to covert facilities across the globe. The exact details of these operations are highly classified. However, they do have one thing in common. A single word that appears in all their files. Avatar. I believe the black site we had previously uncovered to be but a part of this Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so far, its true scope is far greater. This project is being directed from the very top of Advent, from a source I am still unable to determine. All attempts to uncover its identity have met with failure. It is time to take a more direct approach. Though we may not know the exact nature of this Avatar project, we can still disrupt it. We must root out these hidden facilities with the help of local resistance cells, disrupt our enemy's operations, and in the process, uncover the truth. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I am confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
So we're talking more than one black site.
Tracking the aliens' progress on this Avatar project here. If they finish what they've started, it sounds like it'll be the end for all of us.
Well, Central, that is essentially what the spokesman said, so I need no further proof that you are listening in on my calls. And it needs to stop. Like yesterday, please. And Advent is a week further in their project progression. But we're going to continue to scan this signal, and it... perhaps not. Indeed, a guerrilla ops has cropped up, so we will have to respond to that by setting course to the west coast. Yeah, and if we are successful here, it will throw a wrench in the whole Advent plot to send a UFO interceptor to track us down, so that's a plus. But I guess we should ready Bravo Squad for departure. And here they are, Bravo Squad, commanded by William Lee, codenamed Weasel, and he'll be taking in his basic kit. He, as usual, will be joined in the field by Joan Richards, codenamed JBone, and she'll be taking along a med kit, seeing as she serves as the squad's combat medic. Then, of course, there's Mark Jackson, codenamed Stonewall, and he is armed with the Shadowkeeper sidearm, which is a guaranteed hit, and if it kills, it throws Jackson into concealment. And then, of course, there's our newest recruit to Bravo, and that's Otto Williams, codenamed Automatic. He'll be taking in the basic kit. Lastly, there's Jared Williamson, codenamed Manzer, and he will be taking along the Frost Bomb. And that'll do it for the loadout descriptions. As you can see, they're dressed for urban warfare. Bravo Squad, you may board when ready. Even though their urban warfare outfits pretty much are damn similar to their default outfits.
Sky Ranger
In position to drop.
Copy that, Firebrand. You may begin your descent.
Recon indicates an Advent data vault holding files critical to their latest operation was stolen by the Resistance in this area. Unfortunately, the aliens were quick to reclaim the site, wiping out everyone they came across in the process. This is an opportunity to disrupt their project that we can't pass up. Neutralize all hostile forces in the area, secure the site, and recover the assets.
So yeah, Resistance forces have been routed from this area of operations, and we're to go in and secure a serum toxicity report that they left behind in this area that they call Blood Station. Which is, yeah, it's in Vancouver. Bravo Squad is boots on the ground. And Weasel wants to spark this off by sending his sniper, Jackson, into an Overwatch position. And then Manzer will take point, and basically the entire squad is going to move forward. They'll remain in a tight position, moving at the double quick toward the objective. First Manzer, then JBone, then Automatic, and Weasel will be bringing up the rear. Now, as I said in the last episode, I haven't utilized save scum in order to protect the lives of any soldiers or spare anybody from wounds, but where I do save and reload is at the very beginning of each mission, just in case. And what that allows me to do is purely cosmetic. Basically, as soon as I get to a level, I'll run the cursor over whatever's visible on the level. Okay, we have one on the grid, an Advent Trooper, and kind of try to figure out where the objective is in relation to the squad. And the reason I do that, and then I reload.
Got it.
Now, I don't send the troops out or anything, or uncover any of the enemy pods or anything like that. But there's a couple reasons I do that. It cuts out the narration at the beginning, and that way I don't really have to do that little scanning around at the very beginning. You don't have to sit through that. As soon as the squad hits the ground, they're kind of off and running. And so I think it gives a better presentation. And also, when you reload, it starts at a black screen, which kind of makes for a better transition because it fades in. But I just wanted to explain that, just in case anybody's like, you know, why isn't Central explaining the missions at the beginning? And he really doesn't need to. It's all superfluous explanation, if you ask me. So now we have two on the grid. One officer and one stun lancer is what that is. I was wrong earlier when I said trooper. Strike that. There's four on the grid, right? Because Weasel spotted two on the opposite side of this building. A sectoid and a trooper. Or rather, a stun lancer. I didn't quite catch it. One or the other. Anyhow, we're going to have Otto open up the door to this corner store. He won't make entry. He'll go into Overwatch. We will have JBone effect entry. And she'll use this short counter as cover.
Roger, I've got my eyes on
We will, we'll have Weasel join her, or rather, we'll have him set up behind a slightly better cover. But at this juncture, we're going to go loud. Manzer is going to put this frost bomb to the test and see exactly what it does. I mean, we have an inkling as to what it's going to do. And good. It appears that the enemy doesn't have a saving throw. They don't have any recourse. They certainly are frozen in place. So yeah, we've got a sectoid and a... Oh, it's a trooper. That's a trooper. Good deal. Better deal. It was a trooper. And so Weasel took him down and JBone did some damage to the sectoid. I cannot explain that pivot there. Hopefully that's the full extent of their mobility, considering they are frozen. Oh shit, watch out. Oh. And JBone is wounded. She's also the medic, so she won't have far to go to get help. We're gonna have Weasel go ahead and peek around this corner and take a shot at that sectoid. Right at the sectoid's face. Which should be gone. That cranium should be gone, but I'm not complaining.
Hostile neutralized.
As long as he's gone. And JBone, she is going to heal herself.
Gonna be fine.
She's also going to reassure herself. Which is odd. But whatever. You know.
Moving to Overwatch.
She's talking herself down, that's all. We'll have Jackson take a shot at this stun lancer. Who's not mobile, so this should be a hit. And it is. And I don't mean to quite, you know, I said earlier when we effected the rescue of Leah Jackson, I said, well, maybe Mark Jackson will get more hits because of that, because we saved one of his relatives. But that's never been a problem in the past. Dude hits his mark. No pun intended. Otto takes a shot at the officer and hits. And so both of those units have been damaged, injured. Let's add on the finishing touches. Courtesy of Manzer. Who is at least wearing a vest this time. You know, he's not shirtless.
It's a good thing. It's raining. Could catch pneumonia.
And, yeah, you could. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Jackson going to Overwatch. He may be the new guy, but we're going to send Otto up to effect the capture of this serum toxicity report. Meanwhile, JBone's going to move into a position from which she can cover him. And frankly, so too will Weasel. We'll bring him up right next to JBone. And I've mentioned that JBone's crafted after my wife. Weasel's actually crafted after my late father. Otto is crafted after some YouTube bum. Manzer is crafted after one of my closest real-world friends. But I haven't spoken much on Mark Jackson. Although I have mentioned him a few times in this particular episode. But he's crafted after another YouTube content creator. A really solid guy that's been very supportive of my channel since its inception. I owe him a debt of gratitude, so to speak. Although I don't know if he'd probably deny that, because modesty is king. But yeah, he's if you're familiar, if you watch this channel for some time, you're already familiar. But yeah, if you're new to this channel, definitely check out Mark Jackson's channel. You will not regret it. And when I first made his character, he was a blonde, but then I come to find out that he's got dark hair, and so now he's wearing a ski mask. No, he is wearing a ski mask, but I've also changed his hair color. Not that it really matters, but for the sake of the game, what the hell. We'll embrace that whole art imitates life mentality. Although, in real life, I take more of a anti-mimetic position. That is to say, life imitates art. But come on, it's probably just a vicious cycle. Anyways, we've got two on the grid. One sectoid hamming it up for the camera, and a stun lancer. And we do have to take them out before we can extract, but Otto is going to fall back. He's our newest recruit, our weakest link, and so he's not going to take it to these two alone. Meanwhile, we'll move Manzer up towards this door. We'll have everybody try to get into more of a position to cover Otto. We'll have JBone shift to the other side of this aisle and go into Overwatch. And Weasel do the same.
On Overwatch.
Sectoid's about to open up. Or no, he's gonna play mind games. Or no, actually not. He's gonna raise the dead out front. In clear view of our sniper. Weasel takes a shot at and destroys the stun lancer. Nice. At range with a shotgun. I'll take it. And, you know, before we decide what these troops on the ground do, let's have Jackson fire on that zombie. Bingo. And the zombie is down. Nice. Alright, well that frees us up. Let's see. You know, now we'll give Otto some cojones now. He's gonna step out there and take a swing at this thing. Pick up that gear. Nice damage. Got himself a scope.
Got the goods.
Have Manzer make entry.
Moving to position.
Then we'll have JBone approach and take a close range shot. Nice, right through the wall.
Target eliminated.
Sectoid's out of the picture.
Status confirmed.
Things are
All
good.
hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Status confirmed. How many times does the guy have to say status confirmed before it's confirmed? Anyhow, yeah, that was decent work down there. Once again, JBone gets wounded. It's just the thing she does. But hopefully, she's not gravely wounded. I haven't given her a scar yet. And to be honest, if you watched a few episodes, I confided that I can't. Until the soldier earns enough rank, I really can't affect a scar. But as I said, I will when they get the rank, if they've been gravely wounded in the past. So let's talk promotions.
Another success beyond all expectations. I'm continually impressed, Commander.
Oh, Dr. Ty speaks highly of you guys and gal. Let's see. Manzer is gonna take Shredder. See, he don't need no blast padding. No. Shredder will mess up enemy armor, which will prove to be useful in the future. Next up is Squad Leader. Weasel. Yeah, he's gonna take Phantom. Blade Master gives him more damage and a better percentile to hit with his melee weapon. But Phantom, yeah, more concealment. More stealth. JBone is gravely wounded, damn. She is obviously taking medical protocol, considering she's the, combat medic. And finally, Jackson. Long launch, you know, I'm gonna go against the grain and give him return fire, considering he's using the Shadow Keeper. Yeah, doing that. He's already an excellent sniper, so now he'll be a bit of a pistolier as well. And in terms of material gain, got a magazine and a scope, then a bunch of dead bodies. Trooper, sectoid, stun lancer.
You've done an outstanding job leading the resistance, Commander.
Outstanding. And an officer. I neglected to mention the dead officer that we brought back. So yeah, good stuff. And here we are just watching everybody hang out. It does appear as if Cider's given us the folks an earful. I wonder what's got him all riled up. Maybe it's his haircut. Maybe he just heard that we might actually have all the troops shave their heads. That probably won't bode well for him.
Because of my background, I was rounded up by
anyhow, yeah, there's nothing left for me to say. In our next episode, we'll continue to scan that signal from Dr. Shen and see what that yields.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah, otherwise, that'll do it for this episode. Hey everyone, it's Automatic for Automatic Games. And if you like this, And as usual, as always, if you are subscribed, I will talk to you soon, friends. Bye bye.